Welcome, hot dogs, to the April Community Schools of Frankfort Superintendent Town Hall. I am Matt Rhoda, the proud superintendent of the Community Schools of Frankfort, where we strive to ensure excellence for every student, every day. I stated in the February Town Hall that I would start inviting staff and students on the program who are moving the academic, behavioral, and staff and student retention, athletic, and facility needle. I shared with the viewers in February that in the Community Schools of Frankfort we have 3 pillars of excellence that will guide us in achieving excellence in these aforementioned areas. Pillar of literacy, community, and post-secondary expectations. We will begin sharing with the public what sets the community of Frankfort apart from area schools, virtual and brick and mortar school districts around the state and the nation. Last month, Mr. Josh Marshall, assistant principal at Frankfort Middle School, shared how they at the middle school are moving the behavioral needle by the implementation of the Ron Clark Academy House system. Some great results happening with student behavior due to the school-wide positive behavior support system. This month, I am fortunate, I invited Jason Hutton to Town Hall. His band and orchestra programs are providing kids the opportunity to not only excel in performances throughout the year, earn gold medals at the state solo ensemble, but also provide students with a pathway to graduation. Mr. Hutton, thank you for being on the program with me today.
Yeah.
My first question is, where do you hail from?
Okay. Hey, good to be here, first of all.
Yes.
And I hail from Greenfield, Indiana. Before I was in Greenfield, though, I actually was born and raised a little bit in California. Until 6th grade, when I was in 6th grade, I moved to Greenfield and went to Greenfield Central High School.
Okay.
After that, I went to Butler and got my degree from Butler University in music education. And then I came to Frankfort and taught for 2 years in Frankfort, 2001 and 2002 school years, and then moved back to California, taught for 8 years in San Diego,
okay.
Where I got my master's. I got my master's in educational leadership from San Diego State.
Okay.
Go Aztecs.
Okay.
And then moved back to Frankfort and have been here since.
So Indiana and California.
Yep, a little bit of both.
So you've shared a little bit about your background as you've gone through school. What got you interested in the performing arts?
I would say I was a kid going into high school where I honestly thought performing arts were too cool for me when I was in 8th grade. And I said, there's a requirement where I have to have a performing arts credit going into high school. And I tried it. And I fell in love. If I had never had that requirement and never tried band in high school, I wouldn't be here today. I fell in love, ended up becoming drum major of my high school marching band, and then picked my career from that and have never looked back.
My wife will tell you anytime that something drum majors or a drum line happens on TV or wherever we are, I mean, that's one of my most favorite things, performances to listen to. So to hear you say that you were drum major, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. What are your roles and responsibilities here at Frankfort High School?
At the high school, I'm the music department chair, and I teach classes. I teach history of rock and roll class. I teach guitar classes. I've taught piano in the past. I teach multiple band classes, and I teach orchestra class, also mariachi class. Okay. I teach the marching band, just a lot. Anything to do with music, wherever you see the band or orchestra, you'll see me there.
All from a guy who thought music, performing arts was too cool for school, right? And look at the well-rounded music education kids can get from your programs here. Thank you, Mr. Hutton. We're going to take a break right now to go to Farley's Frankfort Fun Facts, and when we come back, we'll have more with Mr. Hutton.
Welcome back to another episode of Farley's Fun Facts. Today I'd like to thank Donna Blueball for her contribution to this month's fact. Mrs. Blueball provided us the 1928-1929 55th Annual Report for our city schools. This report highlights salaries and other costs associated with operating the schools, including utilities back in 1928. It also provided a list of students and staff and many interesting facts about the schools during that time. A couple facts I'd like to share with you from this report was the enrollment of the community schools of Frankfort back in 1928. The enrollment was approximately 2,836 students. Compare that to today, we have 2,864 students, just 26 students more. The class sizes back in 1928 were about 35 students per class. Compare that to today, where we have about 25 students per class. The cost associated with the 89 teachers employed during 1928 was about $138,000 annually to support their salaries. To give you an idea, that means their salary was around $1,500 per year, or an average of about $30 per week they were paid. Compare that to today with our 200 plus teachers at the community schools of Frankfort. We expend about $11.1 million each year on their salary, or an average of about $55,000 for an annual salary for our teachers here at Frankfort. Energy costs were also quite different. The energy costs for water and lights, as well as janitor materials back in 1928, all combined had an annual cost of about $5,500. Compare that to today, we expend about $72,000 to $78,000 per month, not per year, on just our electric bill. Quite the difference from 1928 to 2025. That's all I have for Farley's Frankfort Fun Facts. Have a great day, hot dogs.
Welcome back to the April Town Hall with today's guest, Mr. Jason Hutton, band and orchestra teacher at Frankfort High School. Mr. Hutton, let's talk about programs. Why, if I'm a parent and I'm thinking about sending my kid to Frankfort High School, why would a parent consider sending their kid to Frankfort High School for either your band or orchestra program? What's great about your programs?
I can easily speak to this because, number one, I am a parent, and my own kids go to this school. My own kids are in the band. So one of the things I know there's a lot of choices for where to send your kids to school, myself included. For music, we know from past history when we tried to teach during the pandemic that online doesn't work. The thing that is fantastic about playing music is the community, getting to be together with other students, getting to share experiences, playing together in person. That's what it's all about. The relationships that you build with friends in band or orchestra, and the relationships you build through common experiences. We tried to play together when we went online. We went virtual, and the technology just wasn't there. And we were never able to recreate that experience that we have in person every day. Why would I send my kid to Frankfort? Why do I send my kid to Frankfort? Because we have that experience that you can't get virtually. We have the experience that you can't get at necessarily other county schools of being in marching band. Mm-hmm. Our school has a very proud tradition of marching at the State Fair Band Day. Every year. We've worked hard every year. I've been a band teacher a long time. When you don't have the success, or the success is very incremental, when you finally break through like we did this year, we got the highest score, I believe, since 1988. I checked all the records that were available. I think we got the highest score since 1988 and the third highest score for Frankfort ever at the State Fair Band Day. Yeah. So when you finally have that success, it feels good, but honestly, that's not really what it's all about. It's about working hard and making a great performance and making lifelong memories, with between me, with the students, and just the learning and the times that we share together. Also, things Frankfort has that are awesome that maybe other schools don't necessarily have. We have a mariachi program, which gives kids a totally different experience that they don't really get at a lot of schools. One of my favorite things every year is we do a musical, and the musical is always one of my favorites because it lets the theater, it lets the choir, lets the band, lets the orchestra all work together towards a common goal, where a lot of times the rest of the year we're kind of we're kind of separate. So next week is our musical. It's the Newsies. Hope you come and watch it. Other things we've done in the past. Last year, the last 2 years before this one, we created our own winter show. We created a Beauty and the Beast show that was for Christmas time, and we put it on 2 different nights, and it was just like something we made from scratch, from the script to putting the music together, to everything, the acting, the dancing, and the year before that we did a Charlie Brown show. So that's something that you're not going to get necessarily at other schools because we created that. So, but the number one thing I think you get from being in band or orchestra here is you get me. I think the number one thing for any subject is the teacher, right? Yeah. And with me, you're going to get somebody who's knowledgeable and who is caring, who's going to work very hard to make sure that we do well. At State Solo and Ensemble this year, we had 25 kids go to State Solo and Ensemble in 16 different events. That's something in a District Solo and Ensemble. We had 100 gold medals and maybe 2 silver medals. And while that's awesome, it's also not necessarily surprising because these kids work very hard. Yes. They work hard all year long. Yes. You'll see them performing at the Hot Dog Festival in the summertime, the Raices Festival in September. The orchestra plays at farmers markets. So, not to mention all the sporting events, and we played at volleyball games for the first time this year, which was incredible.
Always looking for opportunities to perform. What did you have this past weekend that kids came back gold medals for everyone this past weekend? So
in January and February we have district and state solo and ensemble, but for this past Friday we just finished up our ISMA organizational festival. So it's basically the one where we take the whole band and the whole orchestra separate, and we take the band and they'll play 3 songs for 3 different judges and then get a rating. And the same thing for the orchestra. They'll play their own 3 songs for 3 different judges and get a rating. Yeah, so they both got gold on Friday.
Awesome.
So it's been a great year.
Great to hear. Please share with the viewers, if you didn't already answer this question, and band and orchestra is now a pathway graduation track here at Frankfort High School. It's a locally created pathway. What prompted you to get that started here at Frankfort High School?
What prompted me? I think we have a great counseling department, honestly, they're looking for ways to help us out and get kids engaged in music. So the pathway, and this is for band or orchestra or choir, you have to take a beginning level class, so maybe beginning band and an intermediate and advanced. So you basically have to take 3 years. And a lot of kids do that anyway.
I see.
And then they have to take an intro to business or an intro to education class as well. Okay. So that's basically the requirement. Take 3 years of band, orchestra, or choir, and then take that business or education class, and then you can fulfill a new music pathway to graduate. And another thing that is just coming out this year is that, so for any 8th graders out there thinking about doing marching band is going to count as PE credit for freshman year PE, a semester of freshman year PE credit. Yeah, so anybody interested or on the fence about marching band, join it and you can get that credit.
Get your PE credit.
Yep.
Mr. Hutton, what's your vision for Frankfort High School performing arts? As good as you're now, and you talked about incremental growth and some of the successes that your kids have had, what is your vision for the performing arts here, really at Frankfort High School, but K-12 in the community schools of Frankfort?
The vision for and here's the thing, I'm glad you brought that up, because we do some great things at the high school, and it couldn't happen without the education these kids get, starting in kindergarten with their music teacher. I know like Mr. and Mrs. Troyer have been a big impact on the music in the community. Right now at the middle school, we have Mrs. Mitchell and we have Mrs. Whitener, who do an outstanding job with the band and the orchestra. So having great teachers makes my job kind of easy. When they get here and these kids can already read and play, it makes for a great experience. Also, we have that new, I got the opportunity to tour the new auditorium at the middle school.
Oh, yes.
So having that facility where they're going to experience playing in an awesome auditorium. Just when I went on that tour, I was blown away at the experience that just for generations these kids are going to have, even when they're in middle school, to be doing great things on a great stage. When you perform on a stage, versus in the gym, it just makes you feel so much even prouder to be up there on display. So my vision for the music is just to, number one, keep doing the same, because I feel like we've had great teachers for a long time. Mm-hmm. There's a history of, especially band and orchestra. Hey, let me shout out Janet Priest, who, for 50 years has been working hard to make sure Frankfort Orchestra, and she's still to this day is doing that to this day. She might even be down there in my room right now, helping me get ready for orchestra. So shout out to her. Thank you to her. Jack Burrows was a band teacher for a long time at the middle school, did an outstanding job. I know I would miss Amanda Long, people that did a great job in the past here. Thank you to you guys, right? Because Max Blessing was a former band teacher from back in the 90s and 80s. So Mr. Blessing is the one that has taken the band to State Fair Band Day and made the Sweet 16. I can't remember exactly how many times, but that's our goal. So we're looking for our vision. Our vision is keep working hard and always keep improving. While we had our best scoring year since 1988, we still haven't made that Sweet 16. We were 19th place last year, so
getting close.
We were a couple spots away.
All right, you want to call it now? When you're gonna make that there, Mr. Hutton? No, I'm just giving you a hard time, but I know
I'd love to say it's going to be this year, but I'm not going to say that. All I could say is we're just going to keep doing our best, and wherever that ends up, we'll be happy.
With your leadership and the great kids we have at Frankfort High School, I'm sure it will be soon. Hot Dog Nation, I hope you enjoyed getting to know more about Mr. Hutton and the Frankfort High School Band and Orchestra programs. We are blessed to have Mr. Hutton and his work ethic, passion, and ability to build great relationships with kids, in turn gives kids the opportunity to be great performers. Thank you, Mr. Hutton, for sharing your information and your love for the performing arts today and your student talents. We know that great performing arts programs retain and attract great students. Thank you for investing in the students here at Frankfort High School and creating a culture of excellence in our performance arts programs. Signing off from the Hot Dog Town Hall at Frankfort High School. Have a wonderful day and enjoy this segment of Roaming with Rhoda. Hey, welcome to the April Roaming with Rhoda. We're at Frankfort High School. I'm going to ask kids today, what do they love most about Frankfort High School? Looking forward to the great responses that we'll get from our high school students. You were on Roaming with Rhoda. You've been on our program quite a bit before, quite a bit over the years. And you were my doppelganger, weren't you? In Big Broadcast. You did a great job, by the way. Hey, the question today is, what do you love about Frankfort High School?
I love all the people and how you can interact and just always get along, What I love most about the school is the school lunch. The school lunch is really good.
School lunch is good. What's your favorite lunch?
Probably the pulled pork pizza.
All right.
I would probably say the people here. The teachers and the people.
Love the teachers and the people. Yeah. Thank you. Uriel, what do you love most about Frankfort High School?
The teachers, friends, people I see every day.
Friends and the teachers.
Friends and teachers. All right.
Meeting the new people that come here every day.
Meeting the new people every day. Hello, this is Officer Myers, our SRO, keeping our schools safe. What do you love most about Frankfort High School?
Just being able to come back in here all the time. I graduated from here in 1995, so just being able to come back and interact and see all the changes and pick on my daughter who goes to school here.
Okay, all right. Thanks for bringing your daughter here. Appreciate it. All right, Madison, what do you love most about Frankfort High School?
The late Wednesdays.
The late Wednesdays. Thank you. Okay. Good. Glad you like those.
That you can be around your friends in the cafeteria. It's like all the grades are mixed up together, so you can be with other grades.
All right.
Everything together.
I love it. Thank you.
My friends.
Your friends.
Probably my friends with some good teachers.
Elijah, and you've been on Roaming with Rhoda before. You're a professional here. Hey, what do you love most about Frankfort High School?
I really like the theater. It's fun. We're doing a show called Newsies.
You got Newsies coming up. That's next week, isn't it?
Yep, that's next week.
Dawson, what do you love most about Frankfort High School?
I like the class selection.
I think Case Arena.
Case Arena. All right.
There's a lot more classes.
A lot more classes. Okay, thank you.
How there's kind people here.
A lot of kind people here. Looks like you're studying hard here. Matilda, what do you love about Frankfort High School?
Coming to be with my friends.
Coming to be with your friends. Isn't there a book written about you, Matilda?
I don't know.
Okay.
I like the teachers.
You like the teachers?
Yeah,
okay.
the teachers are nice.
The teachers are nice. Thank you.
Being with my friends.
Being with your friends. Thank you. Jaden, you were a science fair champion, weren't you, once upon a time? Yep, impressive guy. Hey, what do you love most about Frankfort High School?
The staff, they're awesome. Everybody in it's awesome.
Okay, thank you.
I love this place.
All right, thank you.